The lossy or memory palace method. All the memory champions use these techniques for almost everything. It's the favorite technique for everyone who is interested in improving their memory, and it is very, very easy to understand. It requires you to use the same rules mentioned before, and the same principles of the link method. It's also called the lossy method, or the journey method, the Roman room method, etc. Here is how it works. Think of a place you know very well, such as your own house. Visualize a series of locations in the place in logical order. For example, picture the path you normally take in your house to get from the front door to the back door. Begin at the front door, go through the hall, turn into the living room, proceed through the dining room and into the kitchen, and so on. As you enter each location, move logically and consistently in the same direction, from one side of the room to the other. Each piece of furniture could serve as an additional location. Next, place each item that you want to remember at one of the locations. When you want to remember the items, simply visualize your house and go through it room by room in your mind. Each item that you associated with a specific location in your house should spring to mind as you mentally make your way through your home. You can use this method to remember lists of items, important points in a speech, names of people at an event or meeting, things you need to do, even a thought you want to keep in mind. This method works very well because it changes the way you remember, so that you use familiar locations to cue yourself about things. Because the locations are organized in an order that you know well, one memory flows into the next very easily. In the end, you can adapt this system by adding other buildings you know very well. Your office building, a mall, your friend's house, a trip through your town, your garden, any place you know very well. It doesn't matter how close or how far apart each room or location is. What is important is how distinct one place is from another. In other words, you might not want to use your town library, which is probably built with identical aisles of shelves filled with books. In addition to making each location very distinct and memorable, you will want to be sure to have an association between an item and its location by having the item and location interact. For example, if you are trying to remember the Constitution, the First Amendment, and visualize a reporter just standing beside a desk in the front hall, it would not be as memorable as it would be if the reporter were busy typing the Constitution at the desk in your front hall. In the end, it's very important that you get this lesson right. If you have any questions, please open a discussion. Thank you very much, and see you in the next lesson.